Salutations humans! Last minute video for last minute costumes. Alrighty, so first we have our first love, I mean girlfriend, I mean playable character that we meet and talk to. Our girl, Amber! Now you see, this is last minute, so accuracy isn't important anymore. The vibes are, you see the Amber vibes? Good, burn that lovely image into your brain. So for her, important stuff is white top, red sleeves, so I used my red blood cell jacket, remember that? And I should have fixed the sleeves before putting it on. And now I look like a Coke ad person. I don't even like Coke, yes, I'm referring to both types. Then for the shorts, the only brown ones I owned were old soccer shorts that actually still fit, and I just rolled them under. After I sneezed, I continued rolling up the shorts. And hot diggity dog, they look cool. They even have a gold thingy on the side. Then I just pinned the top of my jacket together because... Amber. Then if you don't have a corset, it's fine, but diddly darn, guess whose mom bought a corset thingy too small and decided to give it to her kid? My mom. My mom did. So you can either put it over the jacket to be more accurate and funky, or put it under to make it more casual and comfortable. Obviously, I'm extra, and the happiness of being Amber will distract me from the sweaty discomfort, so I did the first, and do your best to shove in the extra fabric into the corset. Maybe ask your mom to help. Never mind, I'll do it. I'm gonna think of... And wow, it's tucked in. Not really, just cover it, pretend. Then fortunately or unfortunately, I went through a Voltron phase. I don't know, I heard the fandom had a bad reputation. I was too little at the time. All I did was look at fanart and take quizzes and get Keith a red lion every time, and accidentally see the creator of the Lego Ideas Voltron set in real life twice. The first time was intentional. I went to a Lego convention. I love that convention. And the second time was me and my dad were in a mall and we were like, we hear Voltron music, and behold, the guy was there again signing the sets. Unfortunately, I don't own one, but I did make a bunch of Voltron minifigs that year. This is a Genshin video. So related, I have this belt from cosplaying Keith and I thought it matched Amber pretty well, so that's what I did. But of course, you can use any other brown belt that you have, you know? Then for her feather and vision, I got this long red thingy and tied and looped it onto the belt. Then for the vision, I got a picture of the pyro symbol on my phone, put it at maximum brightness, and put paper on top and traced it. And I had a circle traced around it. Then I took it off and traced with a red pen and then colored the stuff in with red and orange marker and cut it out. Then I stuck it onto paper. I don't know why I used yellow. You can use white or any other light color. And then I traced the gold mondstat vision outline thingy and cut that out too. Or if you can, you know, you can just print it out. Then I just went and taped that vision onto the belt, and diddly darn, we have Amber's outfit. Now for her iconic headband. Amber's so cute. I drew out this template and cut it out. Then I traced it onto felt like this. If you don't have felt, you can use paper, but trace it on separately and glue them together already in this shape. Then follow the design thing I'll do later. Anyway, for my felt version, I cut it out like this shape and tied it together to make it stand up like that. Sorry, I just realized I should have taken off the hootao rings. It's kinda distracting, but hey, hootao rings. Then for her design, I got my sheet of human flesh and traced and cut out pieces for the tips and glued that on. I should talk slower, we're still at the gluing it on part. Then for her XX design thingy, I cut out some long strips, they're not that long, some averagely sized strips, and glued them on in the X shape and cut and glued on a tiny diamond too. Cut off the extra and either glue it to a headband, or if you made it out of paper, glue or tape it to a headband, or I had this red thingy and I just shoved it through the knot, and whoa, cute headband! For the hair, Amber has bangs and mine are grown out, and I told myself I wasn't gonna cut them, so instead I did this thing where I took another headband and kinda did the thing with my bangs where I did just look and fix it off camera and try to tell yourself it looks fine. Then put on the cute headband, and if you didn't have time to make it, a red ribbon or scarf could work, like in this test picture I took, or if you have one of these bandana things in red could work, which I do, but I can't find it. And whoa, you got the Amber hairstyle, it's so cool. I love Amber. Did I mention I love Amber? And I know she's not a fingerless gloves person, but she gives that vibe, and I didn't have any other gloves that matched, so I put on one fingerless glove because I couldn't find the other. If you have red socks as well, you can layer red socks and white socks to make it look like her boots, but I didn't, so just white socks. And hot diggity dog, woo, you're Amber. Get a bow if you have one. Pew pew. Now you can go out and run around in Mondstat. Get your gliding license revoked again. Then re-get your gliding license again. Oh, butterfly! And now it's time for Kaeya. Oh, sorry, I was staring at him. Kaeya and his chest window time. So for pretty pirate boy, I got a white long sleeve polo button-up thingy and put it on and I cuffed the sleeves. Then I just buttoned the top button and left the rest open. You don't need the purple thing underneath. I mean, I'm assuming you don't need to film yourself putting on the costume. Then the only sleeveless blue thing I could find was my Kohaku dress, so I just put that on and strategically tucked and pulled the white shirt to make his iconic chest window. Is his chest window actually iconic, or do I just have overly specific costume preferences? Please let me know. And now it's time for the return of the corset. You don't need to add the corset if you don't have one, but it looks cool, so I put it on. And actually, if you have a blue vest, you can skip the blue layer step and put it on over the corset or whatever, because it's more accurate and it looks cooler. So the thing with him is, when I did the test run, almost half of you thought I was Jean. Why? Jean has more white. Is it because I was wearing jeans? Then I got the Keith belt again, but I wanted it to hang loose, so I just shoved the ends into my belt loops. Then for his vision, just do the same as we did with Amber, just for the cryo symbol, and I was an idiot and had to cover my mistakes with white paint. Then I was too lazy to make another frame, so I just peeled off the pyro one and stuck in the cryo, and once again, tape it to your belt. My neck just cracked. Then for his eye patch, I sketched out an eye patch shape, cut it out, and traced it onto black felt, but you can also use paper, and then cut it out. Then I got this gold cord I hoarded for 3 years and glued it to the back, but you can use other colors if you don't have gold. Then for his design, I traced the eye patch onto paper and sketched out the design, and you can have Kaeya's picture next to you for motivation, reference. Then I cut it out, then I painted the piece of paper gold and traced the design onto that and cut that out as well, and then I could glue it to the eye patch and it's done. Then to put it on, first tie up the top half of your hair, then put on the eye patch like that, then you can take down your hair and look at that, groovy. Then you can style your hair like an anime mom who's about to be killed off, and use a hair iron if you need, I don't know. Then for his earring, I painted some paper gold and cut out these shapes and glued one of them onto a paper I colored blue, cut it out and glued on the other side, and ooh, pretty. Like Kaeya. Then I got a hole puncher and punched a hole in the top part, and oh no, it messed up the paint! Not pretty, unlike Kaeya. But it's fine, I fixed it, and I have this gold earring, so I just looped it through that, and just when I was putting it on, the earring broke, so I went around trying to find a replacement because bold of you to assume I had a matching earring, but it's fine, because I got this butterfly ear cuff thing, and I used that. And look at that earring eye patch hair combo, it's so fun. Then during my earring crusade, I also got my cool belt and decided to add it in just to be extra, and I also put on this necklace with the buckle thing in the front to kinda look like the top of his shirt. Then I put on the fingerless gloves, and this time I found both, and for some reason I was like, I'm gonna put this blue jacket on my shoulders, but fine, whatever. But yeah, you're Kaeya, one of the prettiest Genshin pirates. Gosh diddly darn, this is probably my favorite from this video. It's so cool, and now you can go ask the cute traveler to meet you at the fountain to talk about your eye patch. Okay, but I'm gonna go fight with my brother. Barbara! I haven't met her yet, sorry, but she's cute, and isn't that all that matters with Genshin characters? So get a white top, preferably off-shoulder, and a white skirt, preferably pleated, and white leggings or socks. Then we're gonna layer, so get a blue skirt and put it under the white. You don't have to zip or button all the way, so you can keep it lower and make it look longer and puffier, and look at that puff, I love it. Then for her bow, first, do you see this picture from the testing? The bow, well, I lost it within the 2 days I want to politely puncture a disliked human. It's fine, I had a different blue fake Jojo Siwa bow, so I safety paper. I paper clipped it to my shirt. I didn't have any safety pins. Then I wanted to make this thingy, so I sketched out a paper shape, added a gray border and the cross in yellow, and I cut it out and I stuck it onto the bow, and look at that, Barbara dress. Then for her hair, I just did normal I did pigtails and curled it. Woo! Look at that! First time curling my hair myself. Then I did the same bangs headband thing as I did with Amber. Then for her headdress thing, I sketched out a shape and cut it out and traced it onto some white paper. Then I sketched on a diamond on the top and I cut out the shape, but I left an extra border on the bottom and cut some slits in it and folded it, and then I sketched out the designs and I colored the thing in with markers. Then the reason I cut slits on the bottom is to glue it together to make it curved, and then I could slide it onto the headband, but I didn't like how tall it was, so I just folded it and adjusted it shorter, and then I pinned it onto my head, and ooh, Barbara hairstyle. Then I wanted to emulate her collar, so I just put on 2 white chokers because that's what I had. Now for her book bag, get a belt or ribbon. Don't use it as a whip. Take the time to make a better one out of love. Anyway, just tie it into the length you want the strap to be. Then get any dark blue book you have, and for some reason the only one I have is a secondhand diary of a wimpy kid rather cruel. Hey, imagine this Genshin AU. Everything's exactly the same except Barbara carries around diary of a wimpy kid rather cruel because it's the only book that matches her outfit. Imagine another AU. Diary of a wimpy kid periodic rules, but it's about Jean and Barbara. Anyway, book bag. Open the book in the middle and let it sit in the ribbon like that so it's like a bag, and make a hydro vision and tape it on. Woo! And turns out I spent so long curling the hair that by the time I finished, it was dark outside, but it's fine since she's a pretty indoor character, so I went to film this in this area too. I miss Cardboard Megumin. And yeah! You're Barbara! This is my other favorite of this video other than Kaeya. Like, Kaeya's my cool favorite, but Barbara's my cute favorite. Like, the hair curling was worth it, and look at the costume. Gosh diddly darn hecking Barbatos. Oh, what's that? You want a pear costume idea? Go, Barbara! Keqing, the only liyue character in this video for some reason. I was gonna make the same joke about her as Kaeya, but you probably already know I was staring at her. I actually wasn't gonna do her at first, but then I felt like I was wasting an opportunity with how much purple clothing I owned. Like, at least put that obsession to use. So start with the white top, purple skirt, and we're gonna layer again. So I added the white skirt underneath, and whenever I wear a pleated skirt, I feel the primal urge to do this dance. Then to add another layer, I got a purple jacket and put it around my waist to emulate that part of the skirt, then tied it in a funky way to kinda have a design. Then to add some kind of purple on the top, I got some purple ribbon and gently strangled myself by tying it in a necklace type thing. Then for the hair, I'm so sorry humans, I couldn't learn the hairstyle. I just did pigtails and fake the cat ear thing with the black triangles. I'm sorry, I failed the cat girl. I hope this is sufficient. Oh yeah, and I also added purple hair ties to the pigtails. Then I made a paper flower by cutting out petals, taping them together, drawing the extra design, and adding a small white circle to the middle and taped it to the jacket. I also made a tiny flower to clip to my head. Then I know these aren't even similar to her canon earrings, but they were purple and sparkly and cube, so I felt like they would fit. And did you think I ran out of purple clothes? Mortals, I have this purple sparkly scarf thing too. And I just kinda wore that on my arms because, I don't know, the keqing vibes call for it. I added gloves and hair ties around them to cut off my circulation. I mean, have them stay in place. And here's the outfit, and I forgot to put on tights, but it's fine. I put them on here. And woohoo, keqing! I didn't make her vision. If someone asks you where's your vision, just say like, I don't know, it's being run over by a minecart or something. Anyway, I love purple. Think. Whoa, thanks human, you finished the whole video. Sorry, this video for last minute costume ideas is posted literally on 31, but hey, maybe if other time zone people have time to see this. I hope it was helpful, but if not, at least I gave you background noise for like 12 minutes. Farewell, go make costumes or play Genshin. And remember humans,